Mathematics Class 8, Chapter 10, Direct and Inverse Variation, Part 1, Basics and Exercise 10th A by Zainab Pahori. Two quantities are said to be in variation if change in one quantity causes corresponding change in the another quantity. We come across many situations in our day-to-day life where we need to see variation in one quantity bringing the variation in the other quantity. Variation we can define as the two quantities are said to be in variation if change in one quantity causes corresponding change in the other quantity. Generally, variation is categorized in the two types. First one, direct variation, and the second one, inverse variation. Let us see some of examples related to this both. If number of articles purchased increases, the total cost also increases. More the money deposited in bank, more is the interest earned. As the speed of vehicle increases, time taken to cover the distance, same distance, decreases. For a given piece of job, if more the number of workers, then less the time taken to complete the work. Today, we are going to discuss the first variation, that is direct variation or direct proportion. Two quantities are directly proportional if increase in one quantity corresponds to constant increase in the other quantity, or if a quantity decreases, then corresponding other quantity also constantly decreases. Then we can say they are in the direct variation. Let us study this example. If cost of 1 kilogram sugar is 30 rupees, what will be the cost of 3 kilogram sugar and what will be the cost of 5 kilogram sugar? Let us observe this chart. Weight of sugar is X and cost of sugar is Y. Then 1 kilogram sugar is of 30 rupees.
3 kilograms of sugar is of 90 rupees. 5 kilograms of sugar is of 150 rupees. 6 kilograms of sugar is of 180 rupees. If each of this price you will observe, then each price is increasing
by 30. Increase in one quantity, increasing the other quantity which is corresponding to that. So we find as the value of X increases, the value of Y also increases in such a way that the ratio X upon Y does not change. It remains constant. Here X upon Y is 1 upon 30 in each of the case. 3 by 90 is nothing but 1 upon 30. 5 by 150 is nothing but 1 upon 30. 6 by 180 is also 1 upon 30. So here number of articles upon their cost is always constant. So when X and Y are in direct proportion or in direct variation, we can write them as X1 upon Y1 equal to X2 upon Y2, and if more quantities are given, then also we can keep this. So they are in the direct variation. Let us see this example. Father Thomas, the principal of Chaura English Medium School, want to purchase few computers for setting the new computer lab. He observes the number of students in the class, and there he finds in class 8 and class 9 there is maximum student, that is 32 in each. So now he wants to find out the number of computers which are suitably required for the students. How many computers are required for 32 students then? Let us see. Number of students we will consider as X and number of computers we will consider as Y. So for the two students, if one computer we require, 4 students will have to get 2 computers and 6 students will have to get 3 computers. So dear students, you can see here number of the students are increasing, the same time number of computers also increasing, or number of students decreasing, number of computers also decreasing. But every time over here x upon y, this ratio of number of students to the computer is same, that is 2 in each of the case. You can check over here the values in this given data of the number of students and number of computers is in the direct proportion. If there is a non-zero constant k, we can say them as x is equal to ky. It means x is directly proportional to y, and then relation we can denote as x is in proportion to y. The value of the ratio is constant. Just observe here each of the case. Here each of the value is increasing by the factor of 2. Number of students directly proportional to the number of computers. So, according to the requirement, for 32 students, how many computers will be required to make available? Let us calculate. We know number of students x upon number of computers y is constant, and here it is 2. So we can represent it as 32 upon number of computers, which is unknown, is equal to 2. We can calculate this value by 32 upon 2 is equal to number of computers, that is 16. So for 32 students we require 16 computers, and from whole discussion we can understand direct variation. When the two quantities are in direct variation, their ratio remains constant. Let us apply this in exercise 10th A questions. First question, find if x and y vary directly in the following chart. Here x and y values are 6, 10, 14, 18, 24, y 18, 30, 42, 54, 72 respectively. We need to check their ratio whether it's constant or not. Let us see. x1 upon y1, that is the first case, 6 upon 18 is equal to 1 upon 3 on reducing this ratio in the smallest form. x2 upon y2 is equal to 10 upon 30. Once again, if you will reduce this one, you will get 1 upon 3. In the third case, 14 upon 42 also is equal to 1 upon 3. In the fourth case, you can observe here x4 upon y4 is equal to 18 upon 54. This is also 1 upon 3. And lastly, x5 upon y5 is also 24 upon 72 gives the value 1 by 3. In each of the case, x1 upon y1 equal to x2 upon y2 equals to x3 upon y3, x4 upon y4 equal to x5 upon y5. All the values are constant, then they are in the direct variation. Second example, if x and y vary directly, find the missing entries over here. X upon y, this ratio is constant. Since they are in the direct proportion varying, we can check 5 upon 10 equal to a upon 16 equal to b upon 48 equal to 42 upon c. Now here we will consider 1 pair. 5 upon 10 is equal to a upon 16 as a first pair. So 5 upon 10 is equal to a upon 16. On calculating, you will get the value of a as 8. In the second example, we will take 5 upon 10 is equal to B upon 48. On computing, you will get the value of B is equal to 24. And lastly, in the third example of the same type is 5 upon 10 is equal to 42 upon C. Simplifying this, we will get value of C is equal to 84. So by using quantities when are indirectly varying, we can find out their values. Here it is A is equal to 8, B is equal to 24 and C is equal to 84. Let us see one more example. 15 meter of cloth cost rupees 1940. Find how many meters of cloth of the same kind can be bought for rupees 4656. So this is also the example of direct variation. Let us consider X meter of cloth can be bought for rupees 4656. We will use this chart in which cloth in meter is taken with cost in rupees. 15 meter with 1940 rupees cost and X meter is equal to 4656 rupees cost. Since it is the case of direct variation, the ratio X upon Y is constant. We can write it in this way: 15 upon 1940 is equal to X upon 4656. So X is equal to 36 meter. We can give the conclusion as 36 meter cloth can be bought at rupees 4656. One more example we will talk here. Find if X and Y vary directly in the following chart. Here value of X and Y is given in this way. If they are constant, the ratio X and Y is also constant. So for the first case, X1 upon Y1 is equal to 3 upon 4.5, which is 1 upon 1.5. X2 upon Y2 is equal to 5 upon 7.5 is equal to 1 upon 1.5. In the next case, X3 upon Y3 is equal to 8 by 12 is equal to 1 by 1.5. And lastly, X4 upon Y4 is equal to 11 upon 16.5 is equal to 1 upon 1.5. Here in each case, the values of X1 upon Y1 is equal to X2 upon Y2 is equal to X3 upon Y3 is equal to X4 upon Y4. So we say yes, X and Y vary directly.
The next example. 22 men can dig a 27 meter long trench in one day. How many men should be employed for digging 135 meters long trench of the same type in one day? Dear students, observe this chart. Here we will take number of men with depth of the trench in meter. That is 22 upon 27 equals to X upon 135. Since this is the example of direct variation, ratio of quantities is constant. Therefore, 22 upon 27 is equal to X upon 135. On transposing the quantity, we will get the value of X. X is equal to 22 upon 27 multiplied by 135. On calculating the value of X, we will get 22 into 5, that is 110. Therefore, 110 men can dig the trench of 135 meters.
Let us take the last example. A truck consumes 28 liters of diesel for moving through a distance of 448 kilometers. How much distance will it cover in the 64 liters of diesel? Let the truck covers X kilometer in 64 liters of diesel. We will take diesel in liter with distance in kilometer. So 28 upon 448 is equal to 64 upon X, since these quantities are varying directly. X1 upon Y1 is equal to X2 upon Y2. This is the case of direct variation. Don't forget, 28 upon 448 is equal to 64 upon x. For calculating value of x, we will transpose x. So we'll get 28 upon x is equal to 64 into 448. And x is equal to 64 into 448 upon 28. On computing, you will get 1024 kilometers, the distance covered by the truck. So we can say that truck can cover a distance of 1024 kilometers in 64 liters of diesel.
Dear students, complete the remaining examples from the exercise 10th A. Thank you very much. Complete your assignment and homework.